Councilman.
Okay. My name is Brittney Olsen, and I live in District 1. I'm here this morning to sum up a year of campaigning. Our campaign to stop fluoridation in Dallas, we had an opponent. Our opponent was much bigger and stronger. Physically, our opponent was hardly present, only 5 very weak pro-fluoride presentations this whole year. The pro-fluoride advocates would not come forward to open debate. We did not need to overcome science, logical reason, good medical practice, or a valid moral issue. The fluoridation program has none of these elements. The real opponent to our campaign was status quo. If any of you vote yes to purchase the hydrofluorosilicic acid, you are not spending the money entrusted to you prudently. You are not helping the poor, unfortunate children. You are not doing your job as a sworn elected official. You are just asking for status quo. We commend Scott Griggs and Adam Madrano for standing with Sheffie, and we thank Dwayne Caraway for telling us we had his vote. We believe more of you will make the right and honorable decision and vote no to the purchase of this neurotoxin. Your votes will make history today. Since 1999, 400 communities have shut off their fluoridation tap. Albuquerque stopped fluoridation in 2012, in large part because their raw water had 0.5 parts per million. It is time for Dallas to do the same. This last year, we brought many things to light about the fluoridation program, like the fact LULAC nationally opposes fluoridation, and they oppose it because Hispanics and Blacks are disproportionately affected by fluoride. We made known a council vote can halt the fluoridation program in Dallas, and we highlighted the fact Park Cities has never fluoridated and they do not have a cavity crisis. After this recorded vote today, several more will see the truth about fluoridation, and they will know this council had the opportunity to change a long-standing practice that has been held up by propaganda and not research. Many will also know you did not have a public hearing or hold town halls to get their input. These are just a few of the things revealed during this campaign, and they are not going back in the dark. When at least 8 of you vote no to item number 44 today, this will be a win-win-win situation. You will save the city money, you will make Dallas the largest city in America to stop the harmful program of artificial fluoridation, and the people that believe and want the fluoride will still have fluoride freely flowing out of their tap due to the high fluoride level in their raw, untreated water. If you came into this chamber today thinking you were going to vote yes, please rethink this. Will you really be able to justify this action to the 72% that voted no to fluoridation in the D Magazine poll? Your status quo vote will not end this conversation about fluoridation in Dallas. It will make the volume louder. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chantal Arashvand. Chantal. Howard Garrett and Kermit Mitchell will follow.
Good morning. I'm Chantal Arashvand. I live in District 10. Some of you here may be pro-fluoridation and be happy there already is fluoride in the water. But as you guys and Brittney also said, 72% of Dallas voted in the D Magazine, and they said that they are not pro-adding fluoride to the water. I'm going to show you guys a video today, and here are even more people that are also against it. Mr. Allen, you're my councilman. I'm asking you to please vote no today. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Your next speaker, Howard Garrett. Mr. Garrett will be followed by Kermit Mitchell. Kermit Mitchell will be the final speaker this morning.
Good morning. I'm Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor. I live in Lakewood in Dallas. And through my column in the Dallas Morning News, my books, and my radio show, I'm basically in the business of helping people be more healthy. I've gotten involved in this issue because I learned some things, and the three main things I like to point out to people, and I have a lot of experience with the first one, is that this fluoride that we're using in the city water is not a natural fluoride. It's an acid, it's an industrial waste, toxic industrial waste that comes from the fertilizer industry, phosphate manufacturing, and I know an awful lot about that if you want to talk about that. Second point is that we already have a decent, very decent level of natural fluoride in the water here. So for those of you that think that we need fluoride in the water, we've got it. And my third point is that we've got the wrong delivery system with the way we're currently adding this acid. There is no research anywhere that I've been able to see that shows that ingesting fluoride is the way to help teeth. Direct application to the teeth is effective in making teeth harder. And so what we have there is toothpaste and other products, and what we need to do, and the City Council and the City of Dallas can be a great big leader in the United States, teaching and educating how people can more effectively use that approach if they think that fluoride is the way to go. I really appreciate the fact that you're looking at this seriously. I think that Dallas can really make a great big statement to the United States and to the world by doing this, by being the largest city around to make the change. And if you'll look at the details, and this group has really done a great job of putting forth experts from all around to explain it to you, and I appreciate the fact that you're listening to it and at least considering it. At least most of you are. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to help you. Thank you again for considering it, and let's make a big important decision today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Garrett.
Thank you. Hold on. Mr. Kadane.
I got some questions for you. It's good to see you. I'm
Yes,
glad
sir.
you're down here. I appreciate you coming down.
Sure.
I think this man knows more about soil than anybody in the country. And I know a lot of us call him Doc. So I appreciate you telling us your concerns about this. Let me ask you this. Do you have a brother?
I do have a brother.
What's he do?
He is a dentist.
Oh, he is. I imagine you all have had several talks about this.
My brother is one of the best endodontists in the United States, Hank Garrett, and he and I have had some knockdown dragouts about this issue. He believes that fluoride is important, and it's a paradigm situation that starts at the universities when you learn from people that you respect and you take that into your business. It's very difficult to get away from that, and I know a lot of the people that you have heard from have been from the dental community. What you have to understand is that dentists are not chemists, and there's a whole lot more to this issue about fluoride use and what's the best way to use it.
Well, and that was my concern. And when I got into this, I'm going to tell you, I got into it because of the money, because we were looking for budget funds. We're looking for ways to cut down the water system is the one system that we increase every year, and it's a tax. That's what it is. We tax the water system every year. Let's find a way to cut it down. I saw this as a way to bring us back $1 million. The more I got into it and the more I read, we don't need that extra fluoride, and nobody knows, from what I've read, both sides, how much fluoride we do need. So we're wasting $1 million on 0.21% of fluoride per parts per million. It's just being washed down the drain. And that was where I was coming from with this, and I'm glad you spoke to that. You also have let me think real quick what I had for you. In your business, in what you do, these are things that you know about, you analyze it, you know the soil, you know the dirt. What we're getting today is not pharmaceutical grade fluoride.
No, it's one of the nastiest chemicals around. It actually is kicked off when they make phosphate fertilizer. They treat the phosphate rock with sulfuric acid, and the gases that are kicked off during that process are so toxic that the EPA got involved, and everybody was worried about killing people because it was literally killing plants, plant material all around these manufacturing facilities. So they came up with a way to scrub and collect this toxic residue, and then somebody came up with the brilliant idea to put it into the water system. And it is without question an extremely toxic acid product. There are some others besides the one that Dallas uses, but they're all in the toxic category. I think that the biggest environmental problem that we have as a city, as the state, and as the United States is water, quality and quantity. And the right decision here can really go a long way at moving Dallas in the right direction in that regard.
Do you know anywhere else, anywhere where they use this chemical that they're putting in our water today? Where else is it being used?
Oh, it's used in a lot of other cities around the country and around the world, but more and more cities. One of the websites that we made available to everybody shows all the cities in the United States and all the cities in the world that aren't doing this, and it's a lot more cities than most people realize, so we need to get on board. We'll just be the largest.
But I'm saying, what if they weren't putting that chemical, that fluoride, in our water? Where would they be putting it?
Oh, they'd have to put it in landfills, and it would be considered a toxic waste, and it would have to be paid for with big bucks. That's
what I wanted to hear. Also, I know, and you've studied this, and if you go all over the country, you'll find people that do not even use fluoride, that their dental records are better than ours. We're down closer to the bottom. They're up top. They have great dental records without using fluoride at all. That's right. So, and we're not talking about taking our fluoride out. We're talking about not putting any more in. I think we've got enough today to do that. But I just want to thank you for coming down, and I appreciate your words, and hopefully we'll get some good things done today.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Thank you.